Oh, did I reset it? My bad. We're gonna just bring it back. We just gonna bring it back. We just gonna bring it back. My finger did that by accident.
Why not?
Bring it back. I'm all hype over here like
Yeah. Bam. Star shooter. You know what I mean? Hey. Hey. Hey, truck pull up, motorbike. Hey, outside nigga, motorbike, motorbike. Hey, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Whoa, whoa.
Go ahead.
I know you want rain on you. I'm just trying to see what you and your friends gonna do. Cause I need a model to show me attention. It's going up, double your cup when you all in my section. Cause I got the gang out, too much to mention. You know we outside, watch how you slide. Niggas ain't dancing, cause you know the vibe. Hey, chugs full up, hey. You know the vibe. You know the vibe.
All right. We gonna start this up.
Mm-hmm.
What up? Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Indie Rollout exclusive with your host. I am Rema the Great, and today we have the miraculous, the wonderful, the sensational R&B artist, B Morgan in the building. What's up, baby?
Yeah, what's good, love? How you doing? I'm here, you know.
Good. I've been waiting for this. I'm gonna tell you why I was waiting for this. Now, before I even get into any questions and shit, I was waiting for this just by how you said my name on the preview. I was like, oh, that was cute. Oh shit. Oh. Now see,
Nice.
I gotta be careful how I speak because my dad, my real father, watches the shows and he goes, "You always flirt with people," and it's not a flirt. I just really appreciated how he was like, "Rema, so great." I said, I ain't never did that. I ain't never paused and say my name before. I was like, that was dope.
You gotta make that statement, man. You know what I mean? You're a queen. You gotta make that statement.
B Morgan, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us where you're from. You know what I'm saying, and what's up. Tell us a little bit.
So yeah, I was born here, Bronx, New York. I was raised in Jamaica. Word, yeah, you know, big Bronx all day, you know.
I was born in the Bronx too. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Bronx, Lebanon.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Go ahead. But yeah, so you know, I was raised in Jamaica. Pretty much my background is Jamaican. You know, mom's, grandmother, pops, you know what I mean? So I was raised there though. I went there to live with my aunt, probably like around 2. Yeah. So I went to school, you know, primary school, prep, which was, you know, like elementary. You know, you got the primary, which is middle school, and then you got the comprehensive high, which is you know, high school and stuff and so forth. So I went to pretty much all 3 of those, and then you know, Uncle Sam, you know, I guess you know, was missing some tax wasn't collected somewhere there. You know what I mean? So Uncle Sam needed me back here, so I ended up moving back to Florida. You know what I'm saying? With my mother at the my mother and my stepdad at the time. Rest in peace to him. But yeah, so you know, and I started rapping. So while I was living in Jamaica, I was, you know, doing a little reggae and stuff, you know, kind of beating on my chest, you know, singing like Beres Hammond, Sanchez's and stuff like that. Music was just naturally in the family, you know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much kind of like inherited, you know what I mean, from like
because I was definitely asked you When did you discover your voice? When did you discover you had a voice?
That's the question right there. It's funny that you asked that, right? Boom. Now, it's like I knew I could sing, but when I actually discovered it was like when I moved back to New York. So it's like we were doing this whole thing of, you had a bunch of rappers, like most of my friends are rappers, you know what I'm saying? And we had the little mic coming out the ceiling and stuff like that, and we was doing our little recording. So it's like everybody on a rap record, you know what I mean, rapping, and it's like, yo, I'm singing one day, just singing, messing around, and 50 rappers is on one hook. You feel me? So this is like the biggest song. I think this song was probably bigger than the Wu-Tang record. Like, you feel me? You had like 50 rappers on one hook. You know what I'm saying? And right there, it was just like, yo, I might got something, because the song didn't sound, bad at all. It was just like, yo,
Right.
this song is like 20 minutes, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's when I kind of like caught on to it, and I sat down in my mother's basement. This was like 2001. That's when we moved back from Florida. I decided to like really write to Neo and Ghostface Killer's song at the time. I think that was when that song was out, 2001 around 2002.
What
And
song? Which song is it?
it was going in the air, feeling like going like me and your girl ain't friend. Hey girl, what I did was wet, but you don't get a nigga back like
Oh, I
that.
definitely was gonna
Oh.
have you sing to this. So thank you. As much anytime you feel like busting in a serenade, Reba like shit like that. You can do that. That's we on the same page here, okay?
Yeah. We on the wavelength. We going. But yeah, that was it right there. And I just wrote to that, and then it was after that was all the murder she wrote.
Wow. So all right. So this is how we do at Indie Rollout. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Indie Rollout exclusives. I ask you a serious question, then I ask you a silly question. So I got
Oh,
some silly questions. I'm gonna throw at you. I'm gonna start
okay.
with one, and then we're gonna go back and forth like that. We cool with that?
Let's do that.
All right. So the first silly question is, what would be the worst buy one get one free sale item?
The worst, buy one, get
The
one free sale.
worst buy one get one free sale item.
Shit. Wow. These are things that I guess you don't think of every day, right? Hmm. I'm gonna say condoms, because them shits is free. I don't know, yo.
He said you
I'm
can't
sitting
see.
here
I think you should be buying a lot of condoms though.
I'm
I'm just
saying, no, them shits is free. Like, you gonna
true,
get them shits
true,
wherever. I don't know. I
true.
guess. Uh,
I would say ass whoopings.
that's
You couldn't
right.
buy one.
You couldn't buy one of
You wouldn't want
them.
to buy two.
You can keep them shits. Yeah, I ain't trying to buy one. I ain't even trying to cop one of them shits.
Oh
Keep
god.
that shit.
All right. Next question. Um, who are your influencers in the music industry and why? And I mean like as abroad. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be another artist. Just period. Who are your influencers?
Oh, it's definitely musicians, but I got like an old soul. So, and not to say like none of the new school hasn't, but more so I feel like my foundation kind of lies with like the Peebo Brysons, the Luthers and stuff like that. Even like Jaheim, the Donald Jones and stuff like that. But to learn more and to actually grow within my craft, understanding that it is a business at the same time, as well as it is entertainment. I would say like the Diddy's and stuff like that. Hove, you know,
Right. Right.
because you know
Right.
what I'm saying. Like these are people, like even Steve Lobo. These are people like L.A. Reid. You got to pay attention to these people, because at the end of the day, some of them were artists and executives at the same time, like Diddy and stuff like that, Hove. But then you got these guys on the back end. It's feel like it's just two separate entities. You got the musicians, you know what I'm saying, that you're gonna learn, study those, build your craft, pay attention to like, how these OGs performed, how they owned the stage, you know what I'm saying, with doing just little to nothing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Then you got on the other end where the moguls are, the guys that are showing you how to capitalize
Right.
and make the best out of this at the same time. You know what I mean? So yeah, That's like a little mixture for me right there.
All right, I hear you. I'm a big fan of both Sean Puffy Combs and Sean Carter. I absolutely love that name so much. I named my son that because
Nice.
of the power that I think comes with that name. So just because of those two guys there. But we're gonna get to a funny question.
Dope.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next thing. Name one thing that everybody does that they look stupid doing.
Name one thing that everybody does that they look stupid doing. Hmm. Hmm.
This is the point of the
Why
show.
can't they?
Just go.
I can't.
Huh?
So I can't think of nothing. I said, why can't everybody does and looks stupid? Ah, boy. I don't know. I can't think
These
of.
damn TikTok challenges.
I can't. Listen, I'm not gonna say because the solo challenges be looking all right. You feel me?
The silhouette. I mean, but it gets
But nah,
different
I do.
every time.
Yeah, it does. It does. Listen,
It
I've
get,
been
it
seeing
just
some. I don't know. I've been seeing some interesting stuff on it. I'm like, yo, they done turned TikTok into some other shit. Like, yo, yeah, it be for real. Like,
I mean,
yeah,
you do know that somebody probably that have a OnlyFans created that, right? Like
yeah, definitely. And the busted
they
and the
turned
busted,
everybody into
busted.
OnlyFans.
Yeah,
The
I
busted challenge.
listen. Those are two right there that's jumping right now. You feel me? See, they moving the filters off people's shit.
I seen that. I seen that.
They moving the filters off niggas shit. Like, yo,
I thought about the busted challenge and then I thought about my niece.
you
And
gonna
I
do the
said,
busted
maybe
challenge?
this ain't for me today.
You was going.
Maybe this is not for me today. I'm not supposed to do this challenge.
Yo, you got close friends on Instagram, you can close friends, you can fix that, right?
What do
If
you
you don't
mean?
want this certain people to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say if you did
Oh
one of
no,
the
I
challenge.
ain't
Oh,
listen. I ain't worried about busting it open for
oh,
the people. I bust it open for the people. I busted open before for the people. I'm just saying.
put me on. I need,
You
yo.
understand? I'm not worried about people. I'm worried about
Okay,
getting back up.
I
I
get
thought
back
about
up.
that shit. I said, all right, I'm gonna do it, right? And every time
Yeah.
I get gas to do it, and I do that little dip, I gotta call people and shit.
Cut the video.
I ain't
Cut the
got
video.
no alarm. I can't press the alarm. Be like, hey, I fall, I can't get up. There's a whole lot of me going down.
Get up.
I'll be looking at everybody like, maybe not today. It will be a day though, and when I do it, I'm gonna tag you just so you can see it.
Definitely.
In a couple of months, I'm working out now. I'm working out. But we're gonna get back to this next question.
Yeah,
So my next question is, okay, so we heard the vibes, right? What inspired the vibes?
So that word been, was like being tossed around for a minute. So, and then you
Absolutely.
had like the hashtag YKTV, YKTV. What's funny about that is at first when I was seeing YKTV all over the place, I had no idea what this YKTV was. I just used to see it being hashtag, and that's just so crazy because like I'm like, yo, I'm in the loop of everything. I'm like, huh?
You
So
felt old. That's what we feel
word,
like
like, yo, I'm
over
like,
38 and
I'm
up.
like,
We feel like that all the time. Let me tell you,
word.
my daughter's 20. She creates most of that shit, y'all see. And then I just look at her. I'm done. I lost. I'm done. So I get it. So you were seeing it everywhere.
Good. But yeah, so and then it was just like, oh, all right, cool, whatever. Um, the record came to me by shout out to DJ Fat Fingers, the heavy hitters. So the record was presented to me by him. You know what I'm saying? And my manager jumped on board with it and stuff. So it was this young kid in the Netherlands by the name of Vibe. He's like 16. He's probably like 17 now. Excuse. So this record came about. I was all against the whole like drill thing, and I'm like, whatever. Now I'm just singing this thing in my head, you know the vibe. And it was just like, yo, I'ma just, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just go lay it. So I ended up laying the record, and I'm telling you, like the effect that the record gave right off back, was just like, whoa,
They was
oh
waiting
wow,
for it. They was
right?
waiting
You know
for,
what I'm
the vibes anthem.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? And basically, that's what ended up happening. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, son, this is gonna be that song right here. Yo, YKTV, like you know, like you know what I'm saying? You the vibe, and mixing it with the R&B, putting the harmonies on the back of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Give it that, you know what I mean? That extra go. And it was
That
like,
be
yeah,
more in
you know the
touch.
vibe.
Right.
Hey,
Right.
real talk.
Well, I listened to it and I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. You see me up here wording and mouthing it for those that was tuned in earlier for the beginning of it, and then I end up pressing a button on purpose by accident, on accident by purpose. You know what I mean? And just restarting it all over again. Okay.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I thank you. I
Thank you,
also
man.
I'm gonna get into another crazy question, but I'm
Hmm.
gonna get into the question first, and then I'm gonna go into that other joint you got. I'm gonna tell you about how I feel about it. But here's the crazy
Talk
question.
about it.
Here's the crazy question.
Hmm.
If animals could talk, which animal would be the rudest?
A donkey.
A,
Ass. And then Jack, that nigga curse everybody the fuck out. You hear me? Like, straight up and down.
that is funny. That is funny that you
Straight
would
up
think of
and
that
down.
fast. And it was the
You know?
ass of the animal world, right? It is,
Right.
right?
Right. So I'm thinking
That
to
makes
myself,
sense.
like, yeah, I ain't gonna cuss anybody out, man. Yeah, ain't gonna take me. That ass. Yo, I'm sitting there when you asked that, I'm sitting there and in my head I bust out laughing. I'm like, wow, yo. I'm like, yo, that is funny.
All right. So what I want to talk to you about is Straight Jacket. I
Mm-hmm.
definitely want to talk about Straight Jacket. I was listening to this and I was like, he's so right. And then I had to ask myself, am I a toxic female that enjoys this type of attention? For those that have not listened to Straight Jacket, I need y'all to get your life together and go YouTube check out Straight Jacket. That's STR8, the number 8,
Mm-hmm.
and then Jacket. OMG. So the pretense behind Straight Jacket is basically that she wants you that she's going to fuck you like crazy, right? Or
Right.
something similar to that.
He's
And
gonna
I was
write
like,
like, uh-huh.
huh?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
right. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yo, we all like shit like that. Yo, we have one. Every female has that one person. Like, let me
Yes.
not talk for every female. Let me just be the little
Nah,
thought bot that I am and talk about me. So there's always this.
the
I
majority.
listened to it, and I was like, oh, I knew who it reminded me of.
Nice.
Just put. Not
Good again.
everybody gets that though. Like,
Right,
not
right.
everybody gets straight jacket sex.
This is true. This is true.
What inspired,
This is
besides
true.
what I'm talking
This
about?
is true.
What inspired Straight Jacket?
It was it was one of those type of it was one of those type of records where, to be honest, man, it really came out of thin air. I'm gonna be honest with you because a lot of people thought it's probably someone I laid Straight Jacket down on, right? You
Correct,
feel me? I
correct.
felt like it was my thing, and it came out of thin air. We were sitting down in the lab, and I felt like we needed, I needed a record that was gonna like, I feel like kind of like answer for the women, like, yo, listen, sometimes it's, I want to be choked and, get my, have, get my back banged out, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those, whether it's your personal man, you know what I'm saying? It's just somebody that you messing around with, a side, whatever. But, you know, it was one of those things where I understand, like, straight jacket, like sometimes you want to be held down and be worked, you know what I'm saying? And like, apply some pressure and stuff like that. That kind of sex that make you, but let's be honest, let's get this understood. This is some
Right,
toxic shit because what
right.
happens with this is, you know what I'm saying? You can't be, especially no missionary
You
position, looking
can't
nobody
give
in
it
there,
to
kissing
everybody,
nobody.
D.
Exactly. This ain't no
D.
stuff that you just,
Everybody
you
can't
don't
get
just
that.
give. You feel
Let me
me?
tell you. Everybody,
This shit here, it sends shit all over the You feel
there's
me?
people, and this is little tidbits, right? Because there's some people that you just sleep with in one position,
Right.
that you deal with in one position, because you know if you turn it around in a different position, you understand? They
Oh
gonna go crazy.
Lord. It's true though. Yeah,
If I'm not,
that's what
but
it is.
so I appreciate the song because I can
Mm-hmm.
relate to the song, but I also
Thank you.
understand that at some point it kind of can be toxic if you do that and you're not in a relationship. You know what I mean? And it's bad because there's a point inside of a person, inside of a
Mm-hmm.
female. There's a point that you go and you get that fall. That's crazy point. And you can only get that
He
fall when you
like,
in
yo,
straight jacket positions.
he said, this, that, I'm trying to tell you, yo, this, that, yo, you come outside, see your car tore up, bro, like some next shit. Even for a man, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, a woman, she come, bags ripped up or some next, outside of the next dude, nigga's crib, like, yo, fam, listen. You know what I'm saying? It could go both ways. But yeah,
It's not something you should. I mean, this is what Mama used to tell us about. You understand? Like, this is that shit that you learn later on in life after
in
a couple
life,
of years. You be like, why you acting like this? Why you cut up my shit? Why you broke my car? Why you calling my
yeah,
mama? Why you doing
you
this?
get
My sisters, all of them. You came to my
me?
job. What are you doing?
This,
When did you
yeah, this,
fuck me like this? That's why.
that's that word
Go
calling
listen
you.
to B. Morgan. He
You
told
got
you why.
100 missed calls, 2,000 of them. You know what I'm saying? Like a million voicemails.
There's
That's what that
really
is.
no real song on the other end to like. Is it? I just appreciate the song. You understand what I'm saying?
Thank you
I
so
do.
much. Man. Thank you.
Um. So we go back to the crazy questions. I got another one
Yes.
for you. All right.
Yes.
So this is my last crazy question of the night. All right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called?
Cashew butter.
Huh?
I said cashew butter.
That's a whole different nut, bruh. That's a
Hello, no. Yo, peanut butter shit. If it wasn't called peanut butter, yeah, butter. I don't know, brown
but
butter.
just butter,
But brown butter, huh?
brown butter.
Yo, what? What? Let me hear. What?
All right. So the next question for you is this:
I, I thought you was gonna tell me. What would you call it?
what I would call it if it wasn't called peanut butter, what I'll call it, I will call it peanut smoothie, or peanut, like
Peanut cream.
peanut cream.
Like,
Now I don't know if somebody wanna eat peanut cream.
yeah. That shit.
Like,
And
what kind of
listen,
sandwich you have? I have a peanut cream
cream
sandwich, like
sandwich.
the peanut bust nut.
Mm,
It's
mm,
weird.
mm, mm.
I quit. I'm out of here. It's over. I shouldn't. My boss gonna be like, "What you doing?"
Yo,
But
oh
to
man.
get real back to it, let's get back to it. What would some things be? What was something you would say to the people that's coming up behind you, to the artists that are R&B singers that are discovering that they're R&B singers and they want to get out there? Like, what is some advice you would give them?
Um,
Excuse me.
stay true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stay true to yourself, study your craft, you know what I'm saying? And you know, don't always look to others for validation of oneself, you know what I mean? Like you always gotta find that validation within yourself first, you know what I'm saying? Make sure whatever it is that you do, it's accepted by you first, you know what I'm saying? And you appreciate it. You appreciate yourself more. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't just run up trying to like please everybody else if you yourself, you know what I'm saying, aren't in that position. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's one main thing. And like I said, just continue to learn and grow. 95% now at this point of the business is of the industry is business. So which leaves about five, and it's probably even more, but which leaves about 5% for talent at this point. You know what I'm
Shit.
saying? Learn, learn, study the ones before us, the ones before them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And just continue to grow and pay attention. Be a student at all times. You're always a student till the day you die. You know what I'm saying? You die a student. You know what I'm saying? You can never learn that much. You ain't on this earth that long. Even if you were
Right.
here till you 85, 90, that's still 85, 90 years you've been on this place. Listen, there's shit that's been on this earth, you know what I'm saying? Millions of years. So,
Right.
yeah, continue.
Thank you so much, B Morgan.
Yes,
Let
ma'am.
everybody
Thank you.
know where they can find you. Let them know anything that you got coming up. Let them know when that straight jacket video coming out, because I can't wait for that. But fill them in. I'll
Yo,
let you do that.
we start production. Funny, we start production on the 20th for that this month. You know, so like I'm really looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, y'all can find me at IMB Morgan on everything. I made it just that easy. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing too as well, artists. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, while I'm supposed to be promote myself. Check this, right? Try to make your name or whatever it is, your brand, very accessible. Your brand itself got to be accessible. You know what I'm saying? It got to be easy. One, two, three. Not to say A, B, C, and O, you know what I'm saying, or literally one, two, three, but make it so that people can actually just tap you in and just and go. People want to make long extended names with 10 different underscores underneath it and 3 special characters.
Say it.
Stop all that.
Say
Stop all that
it.
rubbish. You know what I'm saying? Just get straight to the point. People can just go boom and find you right away. So as for me, at I am Morgan on everything. Y'all can find me there. You can Google me, and that'll just show up everything, my listings and all that stuff. And yeah, y'all can look for Straight Jacket video coming soon. Just go stream that while y'all can right now, and that video will be dropping. And Rema, we're gonna have to figure out something to do where we can make that video pop up. You know what I'm saying? Over on Rema the Great, indie rollout. You know what I'm saying?
Come on with it. Come on with it.
All
I
right.
appreciate you, B Morgan. I thank you all for tuning in. The ones that's tuned in now while we live, and the ones that's going to watch this later. I am your girl. I am Rema the Great. This is and has been the Indie Rollout exclusive. Shout out to our sponsors, hoodmedia.nyc. Shout out to Black Fence, MG family. I love y'all. And you can find me on everything. I am Rema the Great. And we out. Doses.
Peace.